People may they laugh me. They go see I go use this my hand to move my whole picking. Every morning, she was the first to wake up while other mothers dressed their children for school. Lena moved from house to house, helping, sending other people's children on errands. She tied their shoelace, wiped their nose, braid their hair. She did everything a mother would do, except a child of her own. Inside her small hut, under the dim glow of oil lamp, she shaped clay. At first, her creation was strange. One had hands too long, dragging on the floor. Another had a head too large for its fragile neck. Sometimes the nose stretched awkwardly across his face. Sometimes the eyes were uneven, staring in different directions. Each time she failed, she crushed the clay and began again. Night after night she learned. She softened the clay with careful drop of water, kneading it until it felt like a living skin beneath her finger. She shaped the bone first, strong, balanced, hidden beneath soft layers. She measured every limb against her own arms, every finger against her own hand. She sculpted the face last, taking most care there. The eyes were her greatest work. She carved them gently, giving them depth as if they could hold thoughts. She shaped the lip into a soft resting smile, not too wide, not too small. She titled the neck just slightly, so the girl would always seem curious, always listening. But there was one thing Lena could not mold: character. She paused that night, her finger hovering over the clay chest. She did not know how to shape kindness, or joy, or soul. With a quiet sign, she whispered, "You will learn that yourself." She was exhausted. Lena lay down to sleep. At dawn, a voice woke her. "Mommy, what can I do for you?" Lena froze. Slowly she turned. The clay girl stood beside her bed, blinking softly, her chest rising and falling as if she has always breathed. Her voice was gentle, her smile perfect. The girl greeted everyone politely. She bowed slightly to others, helped carrying heavy load without being asked, and spoke with a calm, respectful voice. Her movements were graceful, her smile constant, her obedience unquestioning. "She is perfect," someone whispered. "Too perfect." Soon heaven spread like fire. "If Lena can make a child, so can we," the villagers said. And so they did. Each household began molding their own children from clay. They worked day and night, copying Lena's method, trying to recreate perfection. Before long, the village was filled with new sons and daughters, each one flawless, each one obedient, each one smiling. At first, it felt like a blessing. The children never argued, they never cried, they never disobeyed. They worked tirelessly, helping with chores, speaking only when spoken to. But then, something changed. One evening, Lena noticed her daughter standing in the yard. "Mommy," she called. No response. The girl slowly turned her head, not naturally, but stiffly, as she pulled by invincible strings. Her smile remained, but her eyes were empty. Around the village, other children began to act the same. They moved together, they spoke together, they smiled together. "Mommy, what can I do for you?" they repeat over and over, their voice blending into one hollow echo. They never played, they never laughed unless told to. They stood for hours without moving, waiting for command. And then, when night fell, They wondered. Silence. Watching. The villagers grew afraid. These are not children, someone cried. They have no souls. One by one, family began to flee. They grabbed what they could carry and ran, leaving behind their perfect creations. Lena stood at the edge of the village, her daughter beside her. "Mommy, what can I do for you?" the girl asked again, tilting her head with that same flawless smile. Lena's heart broke as she finally understood. She had shaped the body. She has perfected the face. She has crafted every detail with care. But she has forgotten the one thing that makes a child truly alive. And now the village was empty, except for the children who were too perfect to be human.